Let's go to what I consider the most difficult.
Looking for a great alternative to a video game for your kids? Perplexus is a wonderful maze toy. It's invented by Michael McGinnis, who started working on it when he was 17 years old.
Fall off the ledge.
Now, there are 4 different levels of this toy. They have from ages 4 and up, 6 and up, and then the Epic, which is 6 and up. They each have different types of challenging levels, and this is the big model of it.
I'll just tell you, there was a kid that I met who was this was in Chicago, he's so thrilled that
they're the NAPA winner of Top Children's Products for 2012.
He thought it was the end. And he thought that was the end for 6 months.
The purple bucket,
yes,
the
and
spiral?
He constantly talked about it, and I said, guess what? That's number 66. This goes to 100 anyway. And I said, you dump it off there onto the spiral again, and he just had a whole new Perplexus to play.
This is Michael, the inventor of Perplexus. Michael, how did you come about this game? Because I was in a
video games. Well, Perplexus started out as a high school art project back in 1979, and I've been working on it for a long period of time before it got to the point where I was even good enough as a designer to come up with something that was sophisticated enough to be manufactured. And so this has been a labor of love for a long, long time. I'm a sculptor, and I teach sculpture and design, so my background is to think in 3 dimensions, but to make something as complex as this took a lot more of really study and getting involved with other people, and now it's at the place it's at today.
And I want to say congratulations on your award, because that's wonderful. Top parenting sources. And I'm sure the parents gave you the award because, number one, it got their kids away from the video games and the television.
Sure. You know, the funny thing is that this has the same kind of focus for people as video games. In other words, when you start playing with it, your mind gets into this place, but it's a physical place. It's a real place, and it's made out of, it's a real spatial problem-solving, skill-building tool. And so it could take, I just heard someone talk about one of their employees spending 15 hours over the course of 3 days mastering one of these.
Wow.
And, you know, to take something that fits in your hand and to create that kind of time frame and that gameplay is very challenging. The reason it's like that, in my opinion, is because what you're looking at is a 3-dimensional spatial surface which is complex in this way. Every single object you see inside of here, both the front and the back, have to be traversed by the ball. It's not
Where's
like
the ball right now? I want people to know that there's a ball in here. It's not just this sphere that we're talking about, it's an actual ball.
It's a little ball, and the ball travels through this pathway. And the way to think of it is that if the surface is very, very complex, it's kind of like a planet in that you're going to be rolling through the entire structure, and it goes from 1 to 100 in the original model. And right now I am at number 7. And it gets progressively harder, so there's a skill building as you go. You start understanding. A lot of people get lost right here. They go, there's no place to go. No, you turn it, and now you're on a new plane. And so it's a continual plane-changing experience that gets more and more complex, and you develop your skills. Well, it's been mentioned by many different people, including a professor of geography who said it's one of the best possible geographical spatial problem-solving games that he's ever seen. It's been chosen by Toys R Us to be one of the top toys for children with autism for the attention span that it can create and for the skill building that it creates.
Oh, okay.
It was nominated for a TOTY Award, the toy industry's own award for Educational Toy of the Year. And so that was quite nice to have that nomination. Right now, I've been playing it continuously, and I'm now at number 26. And 26, you can practice at the second level to get right into that in case you wanted to practice the harder levels. In other words, it has 3 different start positions, and those 3 starts are not actually 3 different pathways, but they let you jump ahead. Okay, so at that point, I'm at 26. I'm only 1/4 of the way through.
Wow, so this is going to keep you or your child, because I know adults play with it too. It's either going to keep you or your child very, very busy for a long time. And what is the price point for this toy?
Okay, the retail price is somewhere around in the $20 range, $25 range.
Okay.
And our latest, as you're looking at right now in the video there, is called TwiST, and we're just at those are actually the prototypes, and I'll tell you the quickest bit about that. Unlike the other Perplexuses, it has the essence of a Perplexus in it, in that it's one continuous pathway. Everything you see inside of here, eventually you'll roll the ball on it, except now you have to realign the paths.
Okay.
And so it's going into the fourth physical dimension here of having to rearrange as you go and figure out what connects to what.
A new twist to your toy.
Exactly.
Well, you heard it here first from Miss J. They have something out new, Perplexus. Michael, thank you so much for talking to me.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure.